Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome to this week's episode of the Kansas City Royals Dynasty Rebuild. In this episode, we are going to be doing the All-Star break. We're going to be seeing our All-Star players. We're going to do a futures game. We got a few players in the futures game. We got a few players in AA and AAA that made the All-Star game. And then we will do the MLB All-Star game itself. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. So before we head off to the All-Star break, we're looking at a few trades that we might possibly do, looking at a few guys that we might want to go after, and I think a starting pitcher like Sandy Alcantara would be very good for us to do. So let's go ahead and try to make this trade work. They look like they want a relief pitcher, closing pitcher, catcher, some other positions as well, first and third base. And I'd like what he could bring to our starting pitching rotation. I think our rotation is a little stagnant right now, and I feel like we could possibly make some things happen. One of those things being Zimmer. Moving on from him, he's 29 years of age, not a guy that will most likely stay around for too much longer, especially because he's going to want more money. Now, another player we want to kind of move on from could possibly be a first baseman, third baseman. But like the 3.6 ERA, really good. All of his ERA is pretty low, besides the very first year in St. Louis. So he's 25 years of age. He's got that sinker. He's got that four seam. Just a really good pitch repertoire. Just a really good pitcher in general. And I think he would definitely be a starting pitcher for us for like 4 or 5 years until maybe we get some of the younger guys up. I think he could be a very good pitcher for us just going forward. And then they wanted a third baseman, so we're going to give him a third baseman that probably will never see the light of day in this organization. We're also giving him Kyle Zimmer, who right now ERA is a little high. Expected to be high the rest of the season. Just not a great relief pitcher. So let's go ahead, make this trade. We got a new starting pitching in our rotation. And now I'm thinking we may make a move sending Jacob Junis out of here. Right now he's in the relief role just because he's no longer a starter. And we're going to look for some prospects for him. See if we can find a prospect or two that we like. One of them being Marlins wanting Bladagon. Not sure why they want him gone. I don't know if they want to use Junis as a starting pitcher or as a relief pitcher. So might go back to him. There's a few other guys that we could possibly look at to try to get this done. One of them being Alex Thomas, Jacob Junis. Doing really good for us, and I like what he's done for us. However, again, the 28 years of age, we're going kind of younger, so we make that trade for Alex Thomas, a young outfielder from the Diamondbacks. Now, let's get started with the AL futures, the NL futures, and looking to see if we have anybody in here. Asa Lacy made it in the pitching side, and so we want to try to see what he can do. He's not had a great year, over a 4 ERA. And Eric Pena from center field making the roster as well. So we get two guys in. We get a starting pitcher with Asa Lacy, and then we get the starting center fielder with Eric Pena. So both of which are really, really good and really, really young. Eric Pena, 18 years of age. Excited what he's done in the minors. And let's get this game started. We're going to start with Asa Lacy here. As we just want to use our pitcher early on. So let's jump into this one and see how they do.
City of Denver, Colorado. It'll be the youngsters with the chance to shine here. The futures game between the American League Futures and the National League Futures. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Now in the box, Eric Pena, and we are set
Eric
for
Pena
baseball here this
up
evening.
first overall. Let's see how he does in this game. 0-0 count. Pitch outside from Rocker. He's going to send that to left field and over the left field's head and into the stands. So a ground rule double for Pena, getting his team started and showing that he is a future part of our team. And I'm really excited with what he's been doing in the minors. Hopefully we'll see him soon.
Lacy, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, if you're looking for innings out of your starting pitcher, You're looking at the right guy. This guy seems to deliver more often than not, going deep into the games. He's one of those guys you feel really confident that could go into that 7th, 8th.
So the one thing Asa has really struggled with this year is command of pitches, the fastball being an issue as well. But in this 1-1 count, a high fastball fouled off there, 1-2 count to Bryson Stott. Here comes the pitch. Looks like a curveball, down and out. It's going to get him with the strikeout. So Asa Lacy has that strikeout ability, has a strikeout mentality. However, he does seem to struggle a little bit when it comes to locating, and that's really what's sent his ERA up high, is just the locating. And the biggest one locating is a fastball, but in this one, not a problem, with another curveball down, another strikeout for Asa Lacy, showing that he is a strikeout pitcher. He is a power pitcher. We're just waiting for that control to click in, moving some things around, hoping that he has a good rest of the year. 1-2 count, showing that four-seam fastball high and outside, swung on and missed, and another strikeout for Lacy, third of the game. Next batter up, 0-2 count to Blade, and he's going to strike out as well with the slider down. And Asa Lacy cruising through the second inning with another straight 3 strikeouts, making it 5 total for the game. And Asa Lacy, a guy that we're definitely waiting for him to step up, but that's going to do it for the AL and NL Futures game, and we're going to move on to the AAA East and West All-Stars. We got Carlos Hernandez in this one pitching for us. So we got starting pitchers kind of everywhere. Carlos Hernandez is a guy that actually might see some playing time maybe in September. If we struggle or something, he might come up even sooner or something. We'll have to wait and see what they do. We also have Holden Capps in the relief role. However, we don't get anybody in here as far as the hitters go, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. We do get 2 pitchers in, so we're happy about that. So this one's going to be kind of a short one. We're going to do our pitchers and then go on from there.
From Globe Life Field in Arlington, here it's the little guys on the big stage. Carlos Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy is a real good 2-seam fastball, and you'll know if it's good because
Carlos Hernandez has pitched absolutely insane this year. And a strikeout there with the high 4-seam fastball, clocking in at about 94 to 96. First strikeout of the game. And that's something Hernandez has really been good with this year, is that 4-seam fastball. He really locates it perfectly almost every single time. That location, pretty much the opposite of Asa Lacy. Asa Lacy is a very powerful pitcher, and the control just isn't there yet. Carlos Hernandez is the opposite. He's got the control there. He's got some put-away stuff. If he could control like this, another strikeout there, and he gets a ton of strikeouts in this game. But again, like, he misses one over the middle, and it's a home run. Just does not have that electrifying stuff to put people away. His stuff is more about location and spin rate. You see the 12-6 curveball there with a strikeout. He's already his 5th strikeout, and here comes number 6. So he pitches 2 innings, gets 6 strikeouts. However, he does give up that 1 run and a few base runners as well. Now going over to the All-Star game for the MLB. Looking at here, looks like Danny Duffy, Singer, and Lynch. So all of them could see some playing time. Going over to relievers. Don't really see any relievers there for us there. No closer. At catcher, Salvi is number 2 in the All-Star votes, so he should make it in. However, keep in mind, Carlos Santana, number 2 here, should make it in. We have to make sure that every team gets a person in, so we might lose a few of these guys. Whit Merrifield looks like he's going to be starting the All-Star game in second base. Left field, center field, nobody. Right field, looks like Solaire's down there, but I doubt he will make it in, as he's just too far down. So we'll have to see who makes it, and it looks like Whit is going to be in, and it looks like Danny Duffy will be in. Looks like those are the only 2 people that are actually going to make it. Kind of surprised Salvi didn't make it, but again, we got to make sure we get everybody in, and so Salvi misses the cut.
Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. The Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. But before we turn to them, let's check out the starters for this year's American and National League All-Star teams.
Corey Seager is on fire.
Now at the plate here is Whit Merrifield. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Whit Merrifield.
First pitch on the way. And we are
So we're underway. Whit
Denver.
taking
First
the
pitch is looked
pitch
at.
outside. First pitch of the game. Here comes number 2 from Soroka. And Whit gonna line this one. First baseman making a magnificent catch. Cannot believe he came down with that. Should have easily been a single there for Whit. However, caught by the first baseman. Third inning's up. Whit up, and he's going to get one down, and he's going to send this one out of here with the 1-1 count. Just not able to get the ball down enough, and Whit's going to make him pay. 9th home run. He's got 9 home runs this season. This one off of Kershaw, and a beautiful job by Whit helping his AL team out there with the home run. And Whit looking good in that all-star uni. Whit, a guy that's definitely probably the quarter center of our team, him and Salvador Perez, both playing pretty decent this year. Salvi's really struggling hitting. However, he's just that big of an all-star, that big of a catcher that he's always looked at as one of the best catchers in the game.
Danny Duffy takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
So just looking at Danny Duffy, the innings pitched, the ERA, the win-loss at a 10-3. Coming in the third inning here, 2-3 is the lead. And this one's going to be hit out to center field and caught by the center fielder. But Duffy, glad to be in an all-star game. He definitely deserves it with how he's pitched this year. And definitely a guy that has been around for the long haul for this Kansas City organization. It's good to see that he gets in and a strikeout to Seager there with the curve down, first of the game for Duffy. And now coming right in after him in the fourth inning is going to be Daniel Lynch. Daniel Lynch, a rookie this year, playing very well, pitching very well, 5-1 record, 110 innings pitched, 2.61 ERA, and a definite strikeout guy. It's weird that they're both lefties from one team, but a curve outside here gets the strikeout of Bellinger. And Daniel Lynch, just a guy that's played very, very well this year, and he's really, really taken strides from last year and not seeing a lot of playing time in the minors. He's done a very good job. And at the All-Star break, the Royals are 54-36. So 600% there, 5-5 in the last 10, 16th ranked right now. And we're playing very good. I'm excited to see what we could do the rest of the season. I'm excited to see what the next episode entails. But at the All-Star break, could not be happier. We got the trade deadline in 6 days, so that might be something we look at in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button. And comment down below. Let me know if you're surprised by the All-Stars in the game, or if you felt like there was some snubs that could have possibly made it in that just didn't make it in. Till next time, Slacker out.